See, the title called Don't Waste Your 20s, but it's not just about that. It's about don't waste your life, period. It's a saying that been going around for years, and they be like, you young, enjoy your life. Work later. You got all your life to work. That's what they say. They say, don't work now. Waste your life doing bullshit. Wait till you get older, when you less productive, when you in less of a good shape, when your health is declining. Wait till then to start working. Be a bum now. That's what they say. Basically, that's what they say. That's what it means. And the same people telling you that is either 40 and ain't did nothing with their life, or they your age and they ain't do nothing with their life and don't got a good life ahead of them. Like I never listen to that because it don't make sense. It makes sense to work as soon as possible so you can enjoy your later years. The other shit backwards. But people follow along without listening to how dumb it sounds. Like people follow along to it without listening to how dumb it sounds. You gotta start questioning shit. When people tell you something, when you hear something, you gotta sit and think how stupid it sounds. Like, I remember a few years ago, probably like 2020, when all that COVID BS was going on, I seen an article and it said snakes falling out the sky. Like it was legit. Like, you know what I'm saying? People was on Twitter talking about it. Had a lot of shares, a lot of retweets and all that. And so a lot of people were scared. They're like, oh my God, snakes coming out the sky. I might stay in the house. What's going on with the world? Blah, 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 blah. As soon as I seen it, I'm like, man, that shit fake. Snakes ain't got no wings. Can't nothing fly without wings. Even when they make these man-made machines like airplanes, they put wings on them. Birds got wings. Hawks got wings. You know what I'm saying? Flies, mosquitoes, bees, anything that flies has wings. How the fuck is a snake gonna fly? You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I seen that, I already knew it was BS. But everybody else, they not questioning. That's what I'm saying. They're not questioning stuff. They just take it and run with it without listening to how dumb it sounds. Like I know so many humans that took that route, and their life is horrible. Like horrible right now. Don't even know what's going on because they wanted to fit in. They listen to people that have no success. Like, why are you listening to people that ain't went nowhere in life? The only thing they can do is tell you about the mistakes they made. But they're not even encouraging people to not make those mistakes. They encouraging people to make the same mistakes. Like, people think just because somebody older that they wise. No. Why you think that life ass right now? You know what I'm saying? Cause they stupid. They're not wise. It should be. You've been on Earth longer. That means you got more experience with Earth. So that means naturally you should be more wise. But that's not true. Cause it ain't about how long you been here. It's about what you did with the time you been here. You know what I'm saying? So if you 40 and you been bullshitting around with your life your whole 40 years, I'm 20. My whole 20 years, I've been grinding, focused. You know what I'm saying? Getting to know myself. Listening to my spirit. Listening to my divine. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm already ahead of you and I'm younger than you. So imagine when I get 40. You know what I'm saying? You got to play catch up. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about playing catch up with another human being. It's about playing catch up with yourself. Because now you got to get to know yourself like I got to know myself when I was 19. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been getting to know myself my whole life. And you ain't never even tried to get to know yourself. You don't know who you are. That's why a lot of people do a lot of BS in life. And they don't like it. Like I was working at this job. And there was a lot of, old people working there. This was years ago. Probably like 2 years ago. And a lot of old people working there. And they were just miserable. You know what I'm saying? That's how jobs is though. They see young people come in doing what they doing They wish they could have did it in their life when they were younger. They looking at you hating because their life miserable when they 80. You know what I'm saying? Their life miserable when they 50, 60, 40, whatever, even 30, 35, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, they don't know themselves. So they're at this job not knowing themselves. That's why they miserable here, because they don't want to be here. But they don't know what else to do because they don't know themselves. So they don't know what path they're supposed to be on. So they hate life. They hate anybody around. Like, they don't hate you personally. You know what I'm saying? They hate themselves. And they spreading it out so everybody can get some of that hate. The same way people walk around spreading love, the same way people walk around spreading positivity. Yeah, miserable people walk around spreading negativity. Here, you get some negativity. Misery loves company. I ain't about to be miserable by myself. What? You about to come over here and be miserable with me? Come on. Y'all can come on. Spreading negativity. This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? But it's a thing though. The same people complaining about how bad their life is the same ones not changing it. Don't complain about your life when you ain't changing your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta say it yourself. Don't worry about what your friend doing. Don't worry about what your family doing. Don't worry about don't worry about none of that. Never try to tell people the same thing more than once. 2 times max. After that, they on their own. Cause at this point, you're gonna be holding yourself back trying to pull dead weight. You gotta understand, people addicted to drama. People addicted to negativity. It gives them like adrenaline rush. It gives them something to do in life. Being peaceful is boring to people. They need their life to be a roller coaster ride. Like the same ones complaining about it, like I said, the same ones complaining about how bad their life is are the same ones that get advice and let it fly the other ear. They're the same ones that continue to do BS that got their life in a bad place the first place. They're the same ones that continue to do the same things that got their life in that position in the first place. I'm gonna keep it G. I get rid of people for that. I distance myself from people who act like they want help in life. And when I teach them the ropes and give them life-changing tools to better their life, they don't listen. So at a certain point, I let them go. If I tell you things to better your life and you keep coming to me about the same stuff that I've been telling you about, you wasting my time. It's disrespectful. And you're gonna start to notice how I start answering your calls. You're gonna start to notice how I read your message and don't respond. Like, yeah, I read messages. I don't got my red receipts off. I let people know I read it. I want people to know I read it. I'm not hiding from it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna know I read your message and ain't respond. I want you to know what it is. You know, I don't try to hide nothing. I don't try to hide how I feel towards you. I don't try to hide what I do. So if I read your message and ain't respond, you gonna know my red receipts on for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If I don't feel like responding, I'm not gonna respond. I'm not gonna secretly see it and just never click on the message because I'm scared for you to say I read it. Nah, I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna click off of it. You gonna say I read it and that's gonna be that. So yeah, man, like, you give them life-changing tools and they still do the same thing. Like, the same stuff. Like, anytime I give somebody wisdom and they still do the same thing, I tell them it's your fault. I don't want to hear it. Don't come cry to me about something that I told you about multiple times. It's your fault. I don't want to hear it. Take accountability. Anybody that ever wronged you, you need to know that you played a bigger part than they did. Anybody ever lied to you, crossed you, did you wrong, bro, you always gonna get signs. You just ignore them. You ignore them. So this is what you get. This what it is. Ain't nothing in life gonna happen without you getting the sign first. multiple signs at that. You're just unaware, so you don't even know what the signs are. But it was signs. The signs were there. And people, most of the time, people do know what the sign. People do know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got people in relationships, and they already knew. They keep getting red flags, but they keep looking past it. Don't bypass nothing. Don't look past something when you know something wrong with something. This your time to address it, or either distance yourself, or both. However you want to handle it. Start what's in your life. I never listen to anybody. I only listen to myself. I listen to my divine, and I let my spirit guide me, and I shut up. I shut up and listen, because I know this human body knows nothing, but the spirit knows all. So I don't let this flesh control my life. I don't let this flesh control my decisions. And some people might ask, how do you listen to your spirit? Because people have asked me this in the past. How do you listen to your spirit? How do I know when my spirit is talking to me? How do I know when my spirit is telling me to do something? And first off, your spirit is always talking to you. Once you pay attention to your life and your surroundings, you'll start to see the signs. Now, what you do with the signs? What you do with the signs is go in the direction those signs are telling you to go. When bad things happen in your life, it's because you're on the wrong route. It's because you're living a life you don't supposed to be living. Your life will not be bad when you're on the right path. You listen to your spirit by staying away from things that's making your life hell. Staying away from negative energies, like people around you, work environments, households, social media, social gatherings. You don't know how to listen to your spirit because you don't know your spirit. You never had to sit down with yourself before. Y'all think being alone is a problem. Y'all think being alone is boring, and y'all start to get lonely. First off, anybody I ever hear, anytime I hear somebody say they bored, I know they lost. Nobody that knows they self internally, nobody who's grinding financially gets bored. When you say you bored, I know that just means you lost. I replaced the word bored with lost because that's what it is. Like, I couldn't imagine a life where I'm not connected with myself. I couldn't imagine a life where my divine presence wasn't the greatest thing I ever had. Don't waste your life. Don't waste your time, because time is life. Every second that goes by is a second closer to death. Every second that goes by, you getting older. Every second that goes by is just a part of your life you never getting back. You have time to get your life together, but you don't have time to waste. If you're trying to better your life, you got time for that. But if you think you finna waste your years away until you 30, 40, and then you think you're gonna decide to take life serious, you can be in hell of a trouble. You can be in hell lot of trouble. Like, I'm blessed to be alive. I'm blessed to know what meditation is like. I'm blessed to have this high level of consciousness. I'm blessed to talk with my divine, talk with my spirit. Not talk to, talk with. Have a conversation with my spirit. Have a conversation with my divine. Like a phone call, face to face. The presence is here. I'm blessed to always know what to do, no matter what situation comes. I'm blessed to have this gift that other people don't even know exists. Other people don't even know about this. I refuse to waste the gift I was given. That's so unappreciative. That's so disrespectful. How you gonna know better and not do better? Nobody perfect, but you can still get perfect effort. That's what it's all about. It was never about being perfect. It's always been about just making sure the effort you give was your best. You don't have to be perfect at what you're doing, but you have to make sure the effort you giving towards that thing is your best. If you listen to this right now, this your sign. This your chance to stop the bullshit you're doing and get on it. You can start with a meditation. Go sit down in the room alone, no electronics. Listen to the voice in your head. But it's the thing too, you have to know the difference between your God telling you something and just simply overthinking. Because them not your thoughts. Your thoughts are just a result of the things you came in contact with. That's why I say change your environment, change your energy, and change your life. I got a video about that out right now, and that's the title. Go listen to it. I talk more about it on that. It's called Change Your Energy, Change Your Life. You know what I'm saying? It's about 4 minutes long, real quick, straight to the point. You know? And yeah, in the part when I was like, I said, if you know yourself internally, you shouldn't be bored. And then I said, if you grinding, you shouldn't be bored. I meant if you know yourself and you grinding. You know what I'm saying? Because if all you doing is grinding, then you're going to get bored. That's why us millionaires bored with life, because they don't know themselves, because all they got is money. They spend their whole life chasing money, and it don't satisfy them because they were chasing the wrong shit. They should have been chasing a connection with their spirit, and they wouldn't be bored. You know what I'm saying? So when you only chasing money, you're going to be bored once you get it. You know what I'm saying? It might not be boring while you on that journey of getting it, but once you get it, you're going to be bored. Now what? Now what? Now you feel like life has no purpose. You spend all your life chasing money just to get it, and you bored as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I never been bored. I don't get bored. I don't get bored. It's always something to do. Get to know yourself, get to know your spirit. You know what I'm saying? You could transfer things. Transition. You can. It's always time to do. You can always do something. Whether you working financially, you working physically, you working spiritually. It's always something to do. You can do research on stuff. Like you can learn some more words. You know what I'm saying? You can just do reminders. You can go out, have fun, go out, go walk in nature, go fishing. You know what I'm saying? Go rock climbing. Just do something with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go enjoy life. Clean up. You know what I'm saying? Clean up your house, man. Clean up your life. That's the main part. Clean up your life. Cleanse your life. Cleanse your soul. And a big part of that, whether you know it or not, is cleaning your house, cleaning your car. Just cleaning your physical things, it'll help cleanse your mental too. Like if you got a junky, nasty car, you might not think it mean much, but if you go to that car wash and clean that car, you gonna feel a sense of relief. You know what I'm saying? You clean your room up, clean your house up, a deep cleanse. Just spend the whole day cleaning, organizing your life, cleaning people out of it, cleaning junk out of it. You know what I'm saying? Cleaning everything. You gonna start to feel that relief. You know what I'm saying? You gonna raise your vibration by doing that. You gonna feel peace. You gonna become blissful. You know, you have to clean your life out.